On tonight's programme, Arise News at the African Union Summit. We're live in Johannesburg. There's no chance of finding survivors, say the authorities in Nepal. Thousands are still feared missing in remote areas, and aid is slow to arrive after the biggest earthquake in 80 years. At least one fireman has been killed in an explosion at a fuel depot near the Ukrainian capital Kiev. A fire broke out at the depot late last night and quickly spread. The cause of the incident is under investigation and sabotage remains a possibility. This weekend, nearly 6,000 migrants have been rescued off the coast of Libya. Italian coast guards have been working to rescue victims of people trafficking, making the crossing from Libya in substandard boats. The Yazidis have suffered extraordinarily at the hands of IS. I mean, I know other groups have as well, but, you know, last August, up to 5,000 of them were killed in the Sinjar Mountains. What has IS got against the Yazidis? I mean, Australia has offered a solution that they intend to use on their shores, which is basically to grab hold of any boats that are on their way into their shores, turn them round and tow them back to where they came from. This was not discussed with this summit last month. Why? Why are the EU not considering this as an option?
What solution? When they're pushing forward into lands, they've got two-thirds of Iraq under IS control. They're right the way through Syria. They're pushing into Libya as well. They have a similar strategy that the Nazis have in terms of kill all the foreigners, kill the homosexuals, kill anyone that doesn't conform to their ideology. Why do you say that this threat is not as serious as the threat that Hitler posed?
Well, how long have we got?
2.5 minutes.
Well, let's return to our top story now, where in the United States, a lawyer representing 6 police officers who face charges for the death of a black man held in custody say that they have done nothing wrong and acted reasonably and in accordance with their training. Well, let's cross live now to Washington, where we can speak to our senior Washington correspondent, Colin Campbell. Well, in the United States, hundreds of people have held a rally in Dallas, calling for a police officer who threw a 14-year-old girl to the ground to be fired. A video of the incident also showed the officer pointing his gun at other teenagers during trouble at a pool party. Well, live now to Washington and our correspondent on Capitol Hill, Priya Sridhar. Priya, it's impossible to watch the footage of this incident without feeling distinctly uncomfortable. You've got a teenage girl here wearing very little, crying for her mother, being pinned down by a policeman who's brandishing a gun. Well, to the United Kingdom now, where photographers have been introduced to the world's newest princess. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge left hospital just a few hours ago with the latest addition to their family, a baby girl who weighed 8 pounds and 7 ounces. The princess, who has yet to be given a name, is now 4th in line to the throne. Well, let's cross now to our royal watcher, Sarah Firth, who has spent the day among the crowds in central London. Sarah, photographers and members of the public, they've been waiting around all day, as have you, I might add. Have you got what you wanted? Have you seen what you came for? And a piece of truly big business, the most lucrative fight in boxing history. Floyd Mayweather is already the world's richest sportsman, but Manny Pacquiao will also be getting a big share of the pot, valued at up to $300 million. While Bobby Rebell reports now on the bling in the ring. Hello, that is Afira Dom.
And that is Jeff Moody.
And you're watching Arise.
From London's West End.
And this is Showbiz Weekly. And there's no denying he's a funny man. His comedy show, Don't Panic, I'm Islamic, is still being chuckled at. And he was the joint winner of the Which Religion is Funniest competition. He's currently performing at Black Lives Matter, bringing together the finest in black British talent at the world-famous Comedy Store in London. Well, before we speak to Nabil Abdul-Rashid, let's have a look at his own brand of delicious and slightly risque humour. And that's the world tonight from London, from me, Jeff Moody, and all the team. Bye-bye, thank you for watching. The one thing I've learned about talking to turkeys is this. If you talk to them in human, they don't respond at all. Watch this. Cranberry sauce. Try talking to them in turkey. It's a different matter altogether. Get off my foot! Ow!
I'm a serious journalist.